Ooh, what's going on? Brum, 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 brum. So not gonna lie. So as I've said on here, I don't really listen to a lot of sports talk radio, especially local talk. But when I will listen to Barrero, I love Barrero. I think he's got some really good takes on things. But I mainly listen because of the his intro song is Marvin Gaye. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Bum, bum, bum. Because there's just something about radio where I'm obviously a big podcast guy, and there is something to bumping in and out of breaks. You know, the background music. It just has a different vibe, right? And even though we feel completely constricted by, that's why I never really wanted to get into radio, because like, oh, we A, B, C, D block, 12-minute segments to talk about one thing, and then it's like, oh, 651 carpets. Nah, it's never really for us. But Jeromes, hey, thank you very much for coming along on the live stream. You guys are rock stars. Thank you for coming along. What's going on? That's right. Happy Monday out there, everyone, everywhere. The world is still weird, so you may as well be weird with us. Maybe that should be a tag phrase. There you go. If you want to support the work, hit that join box down below. Become a monthly or platinum Jerome, as well as the Venmo is always open. Plus, Amazon. purplefdw.com/Amazon. Just use that link every time you shop on Amazon. It supports us. It costs you nothing extra, and everyone's buying from Amazon anyways. Amazon stock, by the way, super sexy, super good to go. So again, purplefdw.com/Amazon, and do that up. Easy way to support us. There you go. Producer Allie, get off me. All right, so now got Q&A. So live stream question for Monday. If you could be an animal for a day, what would you pick and why? So I tongue-in-cheek pick the goat because, well, let's think about this. Like, what animals have a great life? I'm leaning towards pet because I feel like a lot of animals in the wild, like, it could be a hard knock life. Like, if you're a gazelle out there, you could easily get ripped up by a lion. If you're a lion out there, you could easily get your ass shot by some dentist from Bloomington. All right, so there's trade-offs there for certain. But if I did pick a wild animal, it definitely would be an apex predator. It might be a grizzly bear. Like grizzly bear during the fall was like Pacific Northwest or Alaska area, just eating blueberries and shit. I love blueberries. Yeah, I wouldn't pick the time of year when they're eating like the rotten salmon, which, not great. But yeah, definitely blueberries, definitely a fall bear. Could do that up. Or if it was a pet, I feel like any cat or a dog where their humans feed them a mainly meat diet. All right, so not like kibble, not like dried stuff, but actually like meat. I feel like that'd be a good living. Yeah. All right, so getting to some Q&A. Oh, actually first. So I want to go through. One of the questions was looking at old mock drafts. So decided to pull one up. So this is 2014. So this is the year of Anthony Barr at 9. This was Teddy at 32. Vikings trading back in. So let's see what Matt Miller of Bleacher Report was talking about. So Texans, Clowney. That's pretty easy, straightforward. 2. So this is a pick that the Rams got from Washington as part of the RG3 sweepstakes. Now I believe who they take here. Actually, if only there was some way. Was this the Greg Robinson pick? It might have been. Yeah, Greg Robinson. Oh, that's rough. That is rough, bro. Man. All right, so they got Sammy Watkins. Sammy Watkins ended up going 4 to the Bills. Then Jaguars picking Hey Teddy. Of course, they took Blake Bortles. For the Browns. The Browns eventually got Johnny, but yeah, they traded this one. They traded this one to Buffalo, and then they traded back into 8. So yeah, they swapped picks 4 to 9. Vikings ended up at 9, taking Anthony Barr. Raiders 5, they took Greg Robinson. Oh, that is rough. At 6, Falcons, Khalil Mack. That would have been a nice pick. The Falcons eventually took Jake Matthews. It's worked out all right. Bucks at 7 take Mike Evans. He nailed that one. 8, Vikings. Oh, I did not know about this one. So he's got Blake Bortles going. People like Blake Bortles. People are clamoring for Manziel and even like Derek Carr at 8. and Teddy. So just no. But I'm not gonna lie, I would have loved to have been around for the takes. Like Zimmer probably would have choked out Blake Bortles. Like he would have. He would have. 9 Bills, Jake Matthews. Let's see. Yeah, but so they trade up for Sammy Watkins. 10 Lions. So Lions took Justin Gilbert. He went to the Browns. Oh yeah. All right. So from 5 to 17, they're all Pro Bowlers. The one miss was of course the Browns and Justin Gilbert. Justin Gilbert was terrible. He was just really, really bad. Lions took Ebron instead. Titans took Anthony Barr. I mean, they probably would have put him as a hand in the dirt defensive end. Giants take Ebron instead of OBJ. The Rams take Clinton Dix. This is the Aaron Donald pick, right? Yeah. Oh man, 14 Bears. Bears took Aaron Donald. Oh, that would have sucked. That would suck big time. Who'd the Bears take? Oh, Kyle Fuller. Meh. Steelers 15. Taylor Lewan. That worked out long term for them. Cowboys. Coney Ely. Gross. Instead of Zach Martin. Steelers took Ryan Shazier. Respect. Man, that's rough. So Ravens, Zach Martin. Oh, that would have worked out. God, that's such a Ravens pick too. OBJ to the Jets. Dolphins picking up C.J. Mosley. Cardinals. Derek Carr. I wonder what would have happened. So who the Cardinals? The Cardinals took Kim Diche, right? No, sorry, Deion Buchanan, because they traded down. So yeah, the Cardinals the Saints traded up for Brandon Cooks. That's what happened. Jimmy Ward, meh. D Ford, that would have been gross. Chiefs take Brandon Cooks. Why? Kyle Fuller, Darqueze Dennard, Cody Latimer, blah. Devontae Adams. Oh, that could have worked out. Then 2018, yeah. And then 2 years later, they had Michael Thomas, Morgan Moses. Moses pretty decent for Washington. Patriots, Dom Easley. They did take Dom Easley, didn't they? Yeah, they did. Niners, Allen Robinson. Oh, that's gross. And then Shazier. And then Jason Verrett. That's pretty good. It's not bad. All right, so let's actually look at all the Vikings picks. So Calvin Pryor in the second round. I like Pryor. Didn't work out for a lot of reasons in New York. All right, so Vikings. So they got Bortles. All right, so is search function not working? All right, so I got Bortles. Then Calvin Pryor in round 2. Come on. And then the Vikings, LaMarcus Joyner. Oh, that was the guy who eventually tried to decapitate Teddy. Dirtbag. Also, Kareem Martin. That guy. Devonta Freeman. It's funny. It's a Devonta Freeman. Let's see, the Vikings had a game. Leaning Barrow, the middle linebacker from LSU, who I do not recall. 6th round, Kari Fort. I forget who picked up Fort. Was that the Browns? Might have been. Really doesn't matter. Then lastly, 7th round. Of course, Rick loves the 7th round picks. Chris Davis. Oh, the kick 6 dude from Auburn. Yeah, there you go. So, not so much. All right, back to the Qs. Would you ever look back on the mock drafts that we submitted to see which ones are accurate, which ones you wouldn't have minded happen? We could. Preach Paul, hauling it for all y'all. I'd be one of my 2 miniature dachshunds, catered to and taken care of very well. Our dogs want for nothing. Yeah, I feel like pets would be the way to go, because generally you don't have to worry about being predated on, unless like you're a small dog or like a small outdoor cat, and you live in an area with like a lot of hawks. Or like lynx or mountain lions. Yeah, if you live in Northern California, a lot of mountain lions around. It's rough. It's a bad time. Mo Abdul in 99. Ever visit Anaheim? It's a beautiful place to visit. Yeah, been through Anaheim a bunch. I want to say I've gone to an Angels game. pretty sure I did, because I'm pretty sure I was on the same trip where we went to Chavez Ravine. But also, Disneyland. That's in Anaheim, right? Yeah, either way, I've been through there. Kyle Rippentrop. Wolf, what is your opinion on defunding Minneapolis police? Thanks for quality content. Well, I'm not down for just completely abolishing them, which seems to be the catchphrase, seems to be the bumper sticker slogan. Now, if you're telling, and also comparing it to Camden, New Jersey is complete false equivalency, because what Camden, New Jersey did is that they got rid of the police union. They basically doubled their force and just renamed it state police, and also improved their tactics. So if that is the plan, I'm down for it. But if you're getting rid of the police and then going to replace it with a bunch of dorks with flashlights, not in. And a lot of people will not be in either. Next up is HuskGamer15. Do you ever plan on moving from Minnesota? If so, where would you go and why? Not really. I love the state of Minnesota. I love the outdoors here. I love the people. I love my state. Obviously, we're going through some turmoil right now. Obviously, it's relatively close to where I live. So, yeah. But, yeah, we like our house. We like our neighborhood. We like school districts. Kids got friends here. So I obviously love Minnesota. If we did move somewhere, it would definitely be somewhere where it's definitely YOLO. We've talked about Nashville. We've talked about Texas. Talked about Montana or Idaho. Definitely love Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. I love any place in Montana, to be honest. Just being outdoors. By the way, if any of Jerome's out there are hunters, we should chat. We should talk about things. Next up, Traveler. Also, meant to ask, who is your producer, Allie? You mentioned her, but who is she and what does she do? A friend of mine is asking. People always use a friend of mine is asking when they're actually just asking for themselves. It's kind of weird, right? Or, so like Instagram influencers. So a lot of people have been asking how I do my makeup routine. No one's asking about anything. You just want to talk about it. But producer Allie, she's a rock star. She takes care of a lot of the social media. She's been with the show for forever. Yeah, it does seem like. But she is my rock. And I know that she's watching this, so I'm only going to say complimentary things. And she really is one of the big engine drivers of this machine. I couldn't do the show without her. Sir Meeps a lot. Also, she's the best baker of the staff, which is just me and her. Who would be 5 guys in free agency next year? Only pick 1 guy for 5 different positions you would sign if you could. 5 guys you think we should sign. All right, so let's take a look. Spot Rack 2021 free agent tracker. Let's see who we got right now. So Anthony Harris 1. Dalvin Cook 2. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dak Prescott, I guess, technically. All right. So let's take a look at offensive line. Go. So Brandon Scherf, because he got tagged, right? Joe Thuney got tagged. No, he didn't get tagged. Trent Williams, no. Russell Okung, no. As much as I dislike the practice of just going after former Packers, I mean, if they allow Bakhtiari to hit the open market, I'd be all in. I would absolutely be all in. Alex Mack is aged out. Pouncey, no. Lindsley, no. Winters, no. Oh, Ronnie oh, God dang. Man, if the Ravens were dumb enough to let Ronnie Stanley hit the market. With Ezra Cleveland, I'm obviously in. So maybe all this for move. All right, so let's look at guard. So Scherf, Thuney, for sure. Lane Taylor, no. Sweezy, no. Spencer Long, no. John Miller, no. Oh, Tom Compton. Oh, look. There he is. Forrest Lamp. Man, I love Forrest Lamp in the draft process. I just want to know what happened. Yeah, Forrest Lamp, Dan Feeney. Chargers ended up with both of them. Yeah. Let's see. Let's look at wide receiver, because why not? AJ Green, no. Allen Robinson. Oh, Allen Robinson. Just another chapter of stealing a Bears wide receiver. Marcus Robinson. Bobby Wade. Obviously, Bernard Berrien. Be kind of funny. It's a TY. Meh. Oh, would it finally be time to bring Fitzgerald home? Just finally. Oh, Keenan Allen. Oh, that'd be sick. Keenan Allen. No. Perriman, no. The corpse of Corey Davis. See if he's salvageable. Let's just look at defensive tackle just for shiz. Say that another 3-tech step up. Chris Jones coming off his franchise tag. Heyo. RRH. RRH terrorized the Vikings interior offensive line week 4 last year. It was rough. It was a rough time. Tough crowd. Yeah. Next up is Pulford Skull. Pick one of the 3 free agent wide receivers considering our cap and needs. Who are you taking to why? Percy, AB, or Josh Gordon? I would take Josh Gordon because Percy, it's a fun story, but I think he's aged out. AB, if he gets reinstated by the league, maybe. But Gordon is the youngest of the 3. Also has the least mileage on him. Plus, he's going to have to serve a 4-game PED suspension, which is whatever. But, yeah, I think that he could potentially have the highest ceiling of those 3 for 2020 going forward as well. So, yeah, I go with Josh Gordon. And Pulford will be a horse. I love horses that own them. That way I can see what they do and think all day. Actually, yeah, a stud horse. I'm in. Yeah, actually screw the entire being a bear thing. Yeah, or be a horse out to stud. I mean, I'm talking about like former Kentucky Derby champion, just like sitting back, eating oats, getting fat, getting fed Viagra all day, just $1 million per shot. Why not? Next up is Codeine Sosa. Who's worse at guard, Remmers or Elfline? That one's tough. It's tough because Elfline actually showed some shades of competency at center, not so much at guard. Remmers competency at right tackle, not so much at guard. I'd say Elfline was worse, but if you factor in contract, Remmers was worse, if that makes sense. And he would be a hyena because I love to laugh at pretty much everything. That's true. Hyena's scavenger, though, man. Taupe Cologne. I'd be a cat because I could just chill. I feel like cat is the way to go. Also, if you're a cat, do you want to be do you want to be hunting mice all day, or just want to chill? I just knock things over and be very nonchalant and ungrateful to your owner. It's somewhere in there. If the Vikings didn't exist, which NFL team would you be a fan of and why? We just did a video of it, picking a backup team. Go check that out. Skull from Germany. Love your content. Love you, man. Checking us out from across the pond. Oh, didn't I pick an EPL team the other day? I did, didn't I? I can't remember which one. No, I picked Newcastle United. They're probably pretty bad. Let's actually look them up. Wiki Newcastle. Or should I pick like a second tier? Because that's something that I love about the Premier League is that they have relegation where if you're bad, you're booted, bro. It's actually kind of cool. Let's see. History. Newcastle United. Record. History. All right, list of Newcastle United seasons. There we go. All right, so 1892. Right, I'm talking about cheering for a football team that started in 61, which 1892. Okay. I don't know how to read this. All right, so position FA Cup, Football Associate League Cup, chair, whatever. All right. So baba. Oh yes, I forgot about George Robledo, stud, absolute stud. Now we're getting here. Malcolm McDonald, which I assume is like Michael McDonald. Bayou. No, Malcolm McDowell is the actor, right, from Star Trek Generations and Caligula. Yeah, but man, Malcolm McDonald was a bad dude back in the day. I feel like I could fake my way to be a decent soccer channel. Oh, sorry, communist kickball channel. right, so then the Premier League, then they got relegated. All right, so the first season of the EFL Championship under its current name, blah, blah, blah. All right, so they've been sort of back and forth. Oh, Dwight Gale. Dwight Gale's my man. Yeah, this guy who looks like just like an employee at Foot Locker with the stripes. Or no, he looks like the 12th man for the Packers. Dwight Gale, you're my guy. 5'9". We can see eye to eye on things. Yeah, I'm in. Newcastle United. What are we talking about? It doesn't matter. Hey, let us know where you're watching from on the live stream. Give a couple shouts. I always enjoy doing that. Sir Meepslot says, "Oh, Michael Gallup's got the Rona." I mean, yeah, a lot of players are going to test positive for the Corona, except a lot of them are going to be asymptomatic, but they'll just have it. World War II General Vince Vaughn. House cats are going to be entitled to do everything for doing absolutely nothing. It's true. I just watched Joe Rogan and Bill Burr talk about Hollywood accounting and Joe's new Spotify deal and immediate thought of you. I know you're smart enough to not sell out. Keep grinding. No barriers to entry. Let's go. Aren't you, man? Rogan's talked about this before where Hollywood accounting, like say a actor or someone has a percentage of a movie or like back end residuals and whatnot. Like there is very creative ways of accounting where X number of dollars goes to marketing, X number of dollars gets sunk into this and that, so that people at the bottom end don't get a whole lot. It's basically how like NCAA football schools can be nonprofits in that there's no money left over because we keep sinking all this money into frivolous things like extra marketing, like new buildings, like new facilities, like new uniforms, like new brand new stadium. Like there's so many ways that you can just burn money just to make the books look like you're a nonprofit. Yeah, that's why I feel like there will absolutely 100% be football this fall because there will be college because college football, most of the revenue comes from ticket sales. So yeah, they're going to be jamming stadiums back. Like when the president of Michigan said that, there won't be football until there's students back. Bullshit. Yeah, you're going to try and pack that stupid stadium as full as possible, even though you can't pack it full the last couple of years anyway. Get out of here. Yeah. Lord Thick Chunka. Monkey or dolphin? So I'm still aware of my existence. Dolphins are smart. Don't they say that dolphins like have the most self-awareness, most brain power compared to humans? It's close. Also, do you think Tajay Sharp or BC, depending on who's wide receiver 3, will even pass 500 yards? I think they will, but barely. I think Thielen and Irv and Justin Jefferson will get a lot of the attention and love. I really do. Next up is Drew Smith. What do you think of the dispute between the owners and players in Major League Baseball? I think it's ridiculous, and the games should have started back up already. Also, if you could be an animal for a day, pick a wolf at Yellowstone. Oh, yeah, because you can do carte blanche because you can't get hunted there. Got Yellowstone syndrome. So I think I see the player's side because in negotiations, especially with the union, collective bargaining, you don't want to give an inch because, especially with owners, if you give them an inch, they will take a mile. I mean, we've seen this happen with the NFL specifically. And the NFL Players Union is the weakest union of all the sports league. Baseball is relatively strong. But also, you look at there should be some give and take. I feel like both sides are completely up their asses. They don't see the forest of the trees, and they don't understand that not having a season this year is going to be catastrophic. Like they will lose so many casual and young baseball fans going forward that it could be the death knell for their sport. Right? Because remember, baseball 20, 30 years ago was the sport, was numero uno. That was back when NFL was like whatever, NBA championship game. The NBA finals were on tape delay, and hockey was still this regional niche sport. Baseball was it. And then they had the 94 strike. They needed the steroids era to bring that back. And now players are just so far up their asses and tone deaf that they don't realize what they're giving up. Like some of the entitlement that we've seen some of the players talk about, we're not coming back till it's safe. Oh, this, oh, that. Where baseball is the ultimate social distancing sport. There should have been games mid-May, early June at the minimum. I don't think there will be a season this year. And I think that the players don't realize that they're cutting their own throat. Owners don't realize that they're cutting their own throat. But, of course, owners can take the hit. Players can't. You think about it. Players are missing out a full year of salary, and also players are aging out by year. Owners will just be like, oh, yeah, whatever. We'll take a small hit. It's fine. But I think both sides are just completely stupid and dishonest, and the public sees right through it. I think they're just sick of it. They see in this extremely tough economic time for a lot of Americans, they see millionaire entitled players beefing with even more entitled billionaire owners, and it's a bad look on all sides. They should have got something done. They won't, and it's going to cost them in the long term. So a couple shout outs. We got Sir Meeps a lot, Skull from Long Island, New York. What is up? Preacher Paul, Hollander for all y'all, rolling through Post Falls, Idaho. Love Idaho. Mike Benham, Skull from Grand Rapids, Minnesota. What up? Purple Rain, Skull from Wausau, Wisconsin. Preacher Paul is crossing into Washington State. Good luck with all that. Hopefully you don't have to go through Seattle. Hopefully you don't have to go through Chaz. Let's see here. John Gordon, Skull from Manaman, Minnesota. What's going on? Also 9-1 Real, Skull from Virginia Beach. Which is at the beach. Also, so in Minnesota, you'll find that they've also shut down a lot of the beaches where, in terms of where you would want to be to not contract the coronavirus, outdoors, spread out. I mean, you think that'd be a good spot, but of course, shutting down the beaches, that's stupid. Next up is David Cox. Favorite type of rice and how do you cook it? How dare you ask me about rice? Not just kidding. He likes doing garlic butter basmati using the absorption method. Rice doesn't stick together and is fluffy and flavorsome. So I mainly stick to two types of rice, sticky rice and jasmine rice. So with sticky rice, I know a lot of people like steam it with the cone and stuff. I don't bother. What I found is if you rinse it once and then do just slightly over equal parts sticky rice and water, it comes out perfect in a rice cooker. I always use rice cookers just because convenience and laziness. Because if you go beyond that, so you have 2 cups sticky rice, like 2.25 cups of water, and it works out perfectly. Also, so jasmine rice, typically I'll use jasmine rice for, if you're going to do jasmine rice, rinse it a couple times so that, gets the starch off, and then rice cooker. So like 2 cups jasmine rice, 3 cups water is fine. But if you're going to do it specifically for fried rice, I found rinse it 4 or 5 times until it runs clear, and then do equal parts rice and water. So that way it'll cook up. It'll be a little bit drier. The grains won't stick together as much. So, and then what I do is just spread it out on a sheet pan, cool it off in the fridge, and then you can just crumble it up, and it's perfect for fried rice. Yeah. Jacob Figler, thanks for the content, Andy. Thank you. Oh, so what we'll also do is sometimes, like if we're having like tacos or Mexican, what the daughter really likes is what she calls red rice. And all it is, we just take a little bit of like salsa, like a little bit runnier salsa, and substitute part of the water for that. And it just comes out perfectly. So what I'll do sometimes is make like a rice pilaf. So this is, so you take some butter, you take some olive oil, and then you take some green onions, toss some garlic in there, get that all fragrant and nice, and then take rice, and then you stir it till it's slightly brown and nutty, and then you cook it with stock. See, if you do it in a pot over low heat, do 2 parts stock, 1 part rice, and then stir that up a little bit, and then just put a lid on it, take it off the heat, and then after a while you'll have perfect rice. That's the way to go. Zach Ballas, you have 3 wishes. What are you wishing for? Do we get to wish for more wishes? It's always big. That one's tough. I would wish for everyone not to be jerks. I feel like that would solve a lot of the world's issues. I don't know. Like the easy one would be like wealth, but is it? So say you wish for $1 billion. Now, is that coming out of circulation? Where is that $1 billion coming, or is it just tacking on to the existing currency, causing inflation? I mean, people don't think about that. I would. Wish for ownership. An asteroid comes in, and then we have ownership of it, and it has the rarest metals and minerals on Earth. So we just have a monopoly over that. So that would take care of the wealth. I don't know, ending worldwide slavery. Right. Yeah, everyone who's used the iPhone or Nikes, you're supporting slavery worldwide. I mean, there's so many ills that you could just can you put it into one wish, and then I would wish for the genie's freedom because that's nice. I don't know, it's tough, but of course I have to go greedy. I have to go wealth because I think you do a lot of good things with that wealth. Oh, also number 2. So I'm Korean. I was actually born 7 miles from the DMZ. So I would say free North Korea. Yeah, and well, publicly execute Pigface McGee, and get rid of the entire family, get rid of all the generals, and then just work that back into society. That'd be wish 2. All right, so money asteroid, free North Korea, and then genie free. There you go. Zero. Next up is Preacher Ball's gonna be in Seattle tomorrow. Andy X, shout out Texas. What's going on though? I love Texas. Texas is a great state. SpongeBob meme face. Would you rather have who would you rather have win MVP? Mitch Trubisky, Ponder, or Aaron Rodgers? Also, I would be a house cat, so I can sit around. I would have Trubisky, Ponder win it, but not in Chicago. So whatever team he ends up next, if he just rips off an MVP, hilarious. Like Mitchell Trubisky Ponder goes to Jacksonville, competes with Justin Fields. They draft Justin Fields high. And Trubisky just hangs on to the job, wins MVP. That would be so damn funny to me. I would love it. Sir Meeps a lot. My last name is Capra, which in Italian is goat. So I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Is that where they get chupacabra from? Isn't that like goat eater, goat killer or something? Davis Warrow, Grizzly Bear. Yeah. Like Grizzly don't give a fudge about anything. Oh, no. Who had a worse career, Timothy Treadwell or Laquan Treadwell? Actually, that's a good question. I'm going to put that one out. Yeah, I'm going to put that one out to the people because that one's good. All right, so poll. Who had a worse career? Laquan Treadwell or Timothy Treadwell? Man. If you don't know who Timothy Treadwell is, look it up. Because, I mean, if you know, you know, and then it's actually really good and funny. All right. Next up, what would your all-time Vikings offense be? All right, so center, Mick Tingelhoff. Guards, McDaniel and Hutchinson. Tackles, Zimmerman and Ron Yeri. Running backs, Adrian Chuck Foreman. Fullback, I guess, would you go Ted Brown? Does he count? Sure. Quarterback, Tarkenton. Tight end, Steve Jordan. Wide receivers, Moss, Carter, and Anthony Carter. That'd be a damn good offense, man. Yeah, man. Let's go. Haimo Kayukin. Who has the most potential, Bradbury, O'Neal, or Ezra? I think you would say ceiling-wise, O'Neal. I think Ezra's a little bit TBD. I think Bradbury's got a super high ceiling as well, but, I mean, tackles are more valuable in center. But, yeah, I'm fired up about Brian O'Neal. I just love it. I love it. A couple more shouts. Stephen Drigan, from Northfield, Minnesota at IKQ Vikings Auto and Salvage. Northfield's a good town. St. Olaf, Carlton. It's a good college town. Super chill. Eventually it's going to be like a 7th-ring suburb. Yeah, I like Northfield. Next up is Stanley Morris. Oh, we bought a truck from in Northfield. Forget which dealership. It's good though. Stanley Morris. Would you rather extend Elfline to a below average deal or sign Dalvin to be highest paid running back in the league, 17, 18 million per? Man. All right, so what's a below average deal? Like $4 million a year? I would rather sign Dalvin because any extension that Dalvin gets is probably going to have safety valves where if he's not healthy, if he's not performing, they can get out from under it in a year or two. So I would pick Dalvin just to get rid of Elfline. I would. Stanley Morris, who's winning in a fight, King Kong or Optimus Prime? Optimus Prime, because he's a robot. Also, if they take the fight to space, what's King Kong going to do? King Kong ain't got poop on Optimus Prime. Stanley Morris. I'll probably have to say shark or American bald eagle. Bald eagles are scavengers, though. I mean, like, they're just out there picking at a carcass. Like, a lot of times you see a bald eagle because they'll be picking at a deer on the side of the road. Shark, I mean, the shark could be cool, I guess. Shark, just see what life is like underwater. And eagle to feel the true blue, white American flight. Flying would be my superpower, or telepathy. Damn choices are hard today. Superpower or telepathy. Yeah, would you rather be able to fly or be able to read minds? I would say read minds. I feel like you could do a lot more than that. I feel like flying, it would get sort of sick after a while. Plus, how often do you just show up on radar and then eventually you get shot down? Like the FAA scrambles the F-16s and just annihilates you. Yeah. Like a deep sea squid, like a giant squid. Like just knowing what's way down there would be pretty sweet. Eric Nelson, I want to fly like an eagle. To see. Question, my take on Ryan Tannehill is he's going to be what Case Keenum was for Minnesota. I think the Titans should have gone in another direction. What do you think? All right, so Art Smith, the Titans offense coordinator, he's the son of the FedEx owner, which is funny. He actually constructed a really good offense around Ryan Tannehill, really accentuating what he's good at and limiting what he's bad at. It is what Shermer did with Keenum in 2017, but it's a scenario like if Shermer would have stuck around, then I think that it would have been smart to roll with Keenum. But yeah, I think Tannehill has a better shot of repeating what he did last year than Keenum did in 2017. So relatively optimistic, except for week 3 when they're going to be completely shat on. Tobe Cologne, Dak or Wentz? Who's better? I guess I have to pick Dak, just because the best ability is availability. Wentz, you have to wonder about staying healthy, but Wentz, when he's healthy, can play at an MVP level. But that's a big if. Hunter Williams. Skull from Coon Rapids. Thank you, bro. Who is the greatest defense in the NFL history? Would you say 85 Bears or 2000 Ravens? I would say the better defense was the Ravens, but just in terms of cultural relevance, say the Bears. Because when people talk about the greatest defense of all time, they always think 85 Bears first. Like 2000 Ravens are sort of you have to think about it for a second, then, oh yeah. So I would say the Ravens are actually better, but the Bears get more publicity, more hype, if that makes sense. Nick Doroff, Gorilla because they're badass. Gorilla. If you caught a 1-yard touchdown pass from Captain Kirk, what would be your touchdown dance? Bonus points if you demonstrate the dance. Might be kind of cliche. It might be something as cliche as the hand grenade, and then the entire offense just falls down at once. It was in Any Given Sunday. I just always thought that was badass. That was always good. Diego said, Adam ranks 32 projection team records are garbage. Yeah, we did that video on Sunday talking about the Vikings. Has them projecting going 7-9. No, not so much. Sir. Also, Paul Morris Skull from the Inland Empire, IE, representing. What's up? In a couple weeks, it's going to be 120 degrees in the Inland Empire. I don't know what it is. Like it's just such an anomaly where you think that being relatively close to the ocean, it would have some temperature dampening, but no, not so much. Pulford Skull, response to Dalvin's proposed contract. If he proves that this year rewarded in the next 3, he must play full 16 games this year, have 1K on the ground, 500 in the air. This contract becomes official as a sign of good faith at triple salary this year. I don't know if you go for that because that's a lot of boxes to check. I think that Overall total yardage is fine. I think they may balk at the total 16 games because it is what it is. Yeah. Traveler. Proboscis monkey because I have a sense of humor. I don't know what kind of monkey that is. Oh my God, what is this? Look at the schnoz on that thing. The schnozberries taste like schnozberries. That thing looks like its penis is on its face. Like, what is this? This looks like a cartoon character. Oh, but they get after it. Look at that. Look at those fangs. This is how I sit watching every Vikings game. Yeah. Wait, this is too funny looking to be real. This can't be an actual thing. Oh, man. Actually, no, this is me watching every Vikings game. When the offense is actually clicking, just full on going 6 to midnight. If you did the unimaginable and left Minnesota, do you think you'd stay a Vikings fan for life? Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, people carry along their fandom. Yeah, I think it's fine. If I move somewhere where college football was big, maybe I'd adopt the college football team. So, like, maybe if we move to, move to Austin, maybe we pick up Texas. Actually, Texas is a cliche. Maybe I'd pick up SMU. Now, every time I say SMU, I have to do it with the Lou Holtz lisp, just because from the 30 for 30 pony excess, when SMU came back from the death penalty and went up to Notre Dame, and then they lost by like 60 points. Lou Holtz was talking about SMU, so it just stuck. So that's why whenever, like James Prochet, you may wonder, like when I was talking about him being from SMU, that's why. There's a bunch of random things that go on inside this head. No, but I definitely stay a Vikings fan for life. Like maybe, like if we move somewhere, places that we move to wouldn't have necessarily like a full on. Well, I guess Nashville has the Titans. Like if my kid want to be a Titans fan, if we move there, sure. But of course, we certainly rooting for the Vikings as well. Yeah. Sir Meeps a lot. Signing AB could be one of the smartest moves the Vikings could make, in my opinion. Worst case, cut him. Best case, you have the best deep threat in the league, which you have now. Rotated. Yeah, it's pretty much what we said in the AB video, where if he gets reinstated, sure, but it would be like zero guaranteed, zero promises, one strike and you're out sort of deal. I think it would make a lot of sense. Jerome Jabroni. I'll be a mountain lion or an eagle because he can't touch him. Oh, yeah, that's right. Mountain lion hunting restrictions are extremely. Of course, it's a felony to kill an eagle. Although, you do wonder what an eagle tastes like, don't you? It's sort of like forbidden fruit. It's like Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. Like, I understand this is paradise, but you said we can't eat apples. I'm going to eat that apple, right? Snake said so. But yeah, you do wonder what an eagle tastes like. It probably tastes bad, right? Because I'm trying to think, what would be a super lean, athletic bird that a lot of people eat? Not pheasant. I mean, pheasant's good. I mean, they're not going to be like one of those sandhill cranes, like ribeye in the sky. I don't think they'd be that fatty. I think they'd be actually super lean. And I don't think they'd be like a duck either. Yeah. Mountain lion is actually supposed to be pretty good, from what I've heard. It's supposed to taste like pork. I think you have to fully cook it though, so to avoid trichinosis, so don't get sick from that. It would be creepy, like hunting a mountain lion, though. It's like hunting your cat, like a giant version of your cat. Yeah. Hunter Williams, do you like Chinese buffets? Not really. I mean, in college, back in the day, certainly did, because you tried to get the bang for your buck. In College Town, Winona, there was a couple of really good buffets. Golden China, no, Great Hunan, but. Yeah, not so much anymore, because more nowadays it's like less about quality or less about quantity and more about quality. So, yeah. Although Chinese buffets always funny to me, because they always have this tiny American section where they'll have the French fries that are they're smiley faces for the kids, because they get them all from the same distributor, like Dragon Foods, a subsidy of Cisco, which I'm not saying is distribution for meth. like El Pollo Loco from Breaking Bad. But and then also they do like these dried out like pepperoni pizzas, and then also every single Chinese buffet has a soft serve ice cream machine, which is better than McDonald's because it actually works all the time. And also you have the chocolate, vanilla, or you got to go the swirl. Get in the swirl, and even after you've consumed like 6,000 calories of just like neon orange sweet and sour chicken and just like the most base American bastardized Chinese food, you're still like, bitch, I got room for that soft serve. Bring it on. And you get the Chinese fry breads, basically like the little donuts that they roll in sugar. So you get a bunch of those, and you put like the soft serve ice cream on them. You just win. You just win the day. I will say that some of the some I do like from Chinese buffets is like the beef rib skewers, which they're not rib meat, like they're chopped in form meat, like so they're basically like a McRib, except they're still so freaking good all the time. And you'll notice that a lot of Chinese places will use that meat in pork fried rice. You ain't getting anything by me, man. I've worked at restaurants before. I know what's going on. Next up is Mo Abdul 99. So cheetah, so I can tell the world that I'm faster than Tyreek Hill. What do cheese eat besides everything? I guess it'd be cool to be really fast. Although, do you think things like slow down for cheetahs? Is it like Quicksilver from X-Men? Yeah. Evan Young, a bird so I can fly. I feel like you get bored of flying, though. I feel like you would. Would you rather have Trevor Lawrence and Dalvin, Trevor and Madison, Kirk and Dalvin, Kirk and Madison? I guess Lawrence and Dalvin. Just looking for the future. Although Trevor and Madison wouldn't be bad either. I really love Alexander Madison. Jason Enstead, koala or cheetah? Yeah, I was thinking koala. Because you sleep 20 hours a day and the rest of the time you just eat. So I was thinking either that or like a panda or a sloth. But then also I would get bored. Like I'm the type of person who needs to do stuff. Because we got this little kiddie pool for the kid. And sometimes if she's playing in it, we'll just sit out there with chairs and stick our feet in the pool. And I did that for like 5 minutes. And then I had to get up and like do something because I got so bored. I'm just one of those people. Yeah. Sir Meeps, can you shout out my friend Gianni Gattuso? Gianni Gattuso. Abundanza. Shout out. Zach Ballas. Which starter has a catastrophic injury this year? Troll. All right, so which starter... Actually, I shouldn't even say anything because that's bad juju. That's bad karma. All right, so who would get abducted by aliens? I don't know, Elfline? I don't know. Stanley Morris, I know this is a novel, but bear with me. Oh, boy. In all honesty, for Dalvin, he thinks he's worth $15-16 million a year. He's out of his mind and not worth that. We preach on here that the best ability is availability, but after 3 seasons with possible 52 games plus 4 playoff games played 29. San Francisco shut down, so 31-52, so 59.62 games. Tremendous talent are not one-year wonders happen all the time. I don't understand how any team would take that sort of risk, and also Dalvin's creating animosity and turmoil and hurting himself. And he said a bazillion times that he's made around $5 million career earnings. Take 8 to 12 with incentives will be a huge raise and beneficial for both sides. Yeah, I agree to a degree. I also see it from his POV where running backs only have a very short shelf life. So he's just trying to grab as much cash as possible. The offense was different with Dalvin at full strength than when he wasn't in. But, the thing is, if he actually is at full strength. But I do think the Vikings will cave after thinking about it for a while. The fact that they're even potentially negotiating, I think that's a sign that they may have something. Hunter Williams. Zeke Elliott has COVID. Breaking. Does he? There you go. Cobalt Buddy 89. If you could only keep one, BB or Olabisi Johnson on the roster, who'd you take? BC, are you kidding me? It's not even close. Pick a dolphin. Chicks dig dolphins, and I can hit the bay with my pod. Also, I think dolphins are the only animals that masturbate. Do with that info what you will. Sir Meeps a lot. All right. So I'm going to rant a second on the Vikings. I'm a huge fan of them and all, but I don't think the season will be very good for us. I do see us at around 7-9. I'd rather trade Dalvin now and use whatever we have, what's good or bad. because with or without Cook, this season's lost IMO. If you get a first round pick for Dalvin, I would take it. I would. Like if the Vikings are so far apart on the contract negotiations and you can still get a first round pick for Dalvin, I may. All right, so we look into the Zeke has Rona. Oh, Zeke positive Verona. Oh, I mean, Florio has to be creaming in his jeans because he's all in on the Verona stuff. Agent Rocky Arsenault. Zeke Elliott has tested positive. Arsenault Elliott is feeling good at the moment. Not being facilities. Blah, 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 blah. Cowboys not comment on any positive tests while citing privacy laws governing health information on team employees. Yeah, bullshit. Yeah, how about Adam Schefter tweeting out JPP's medical charts and get back to me about privacy or HIPAA laws? Get out of here. Let's see. Yeah, Von Miller. So if they wanted to trade Zeke for Dalvin, Rick just calls up Jerry Jones. Hey, Jerry, it's Rick. Hey, what's up, Rick? I don't know why Jerry sounds like Ed Ogeron, but yeah. Jerry Jones here. We want Dalvin. We want Dalvin. Hey, Jerry, this is Rick. I'll trade you a non-Rona running back for your Rona running back. All right, done. Click. All right, that is all. All right, so you guys are the best. Jerome, thank you very much for coming along on the live stream. That's it for today. We'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Time. Want to support the work, Join Box, Venmo, as well as shop on Amazon. Use our link every time you buy something on Amazon, which you're already shopping on Amazon. May as well do it through our link so we get some credit. purplefjw.com/Amazon. Do that up. But we'll be back tomorrow. Heart you. Skull. Production value.